So, we shall begin. So, the last time we were together, you got yanked out of FTL, falling out with a crash, both you and Conrad, and now face off against a pirate raider. And Conrad informs you, well, this is where we're supposed to meet, but that wasn't who we're supposed to meet. And this is your introduction to Starship Combat.
Roll initiative.
No, this is actually done a little bit differently. If you go ahead into Rusty Old Scrap Ship character sheet,
Got it up.
you will see that there are crew positions. And each position has different actions, which is a different tab on the character sheet. And depending on what you're doing, you have different actions that you can take that either give bonuses to other players or give bonuses to yourself. Gunners, for example, laying mines, if you had them, for example, deploying drones, firing, improving targeting, that's at 12th level, excuse me, ignore that one. Hover over the individual actions to see what they do and at what level you can access them. But the combat phase is broken down into three basic phases. The first is engineering, where the engineers would do something to either give these ship systems a boost or make repairs. The second phase is helm, where the pilot would basically be rolling for the entire ship's initiative, as it were, and making that movement, followed by the third phase of shooting, and then the whole thing starts over again. At the start of each round, you can change positions so that if you're starting at, say, science officer and you want to be captain next round, well, you can do that if you want. Or if one of your guns gets blown up, you don't have to sit there useless. You can go do something else. Movement is pretty simple. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see your movement speed, which is 6, and your turn value, which is 0. 0 means you have perfect steering. Momentum exists in this universe, so if your ship, for example, was going this direction, you would continue on in that direction if you choose not to engage in any further helm decisions. Your turn speed of perfect means that you can make a U-turn in 2 of the hex faces, basically. So next round you're going to be going this way.
And we have 6 hex spaces of travel.
And you have 6 hex spaces of travel. So, for example, if you wanted to make a very large turn, you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and be going back the other way. There are also stunts that you could attempt to pull off. A straight up 180 flip and burn can be done with a piloting check of a DC, let's see, 17 at this tier.
That's not too bad.
And so for that, you would basically, if you were traveling in this direction, you would travel
Yep.
3 hexes ahead, and now you're pointing the other direction. This is to help represent the 3D movement of the universe and all that junk.
Okay.
For the most part,
So
they're
difficulty 17 for K turns. We can probably do town rolls and other.
and yes, there are many other things. For pretty much every stunt you can think of, there is uh, an equivalent check that we can do. And uh, yes, for example, the stunts that are listed: a back off maneuver where you would move your ship backwards, a dual barrel roll, evade, which is basically allows you to dodge bullets better. The flip and burn that we just talked about. A flyby where you could be shooting as you pass by. A slide. Think Star Wars where Han knows some real hot shit. This guy knows some real good stuff. Just sideways movement. And then there is a attempt to turn in place where you get a negative penalty to your AC the next turn, but you could attempt to sit and spin. Combat damage is done to first shields and then to hull points. Your ship is divided into 4 quadrants. Pretty standard stuff. Basically, think basically think X-wing. It's kind of got similar feel to that, as I recall.
Yeah, it does.
Uh, yeah, I think that covers all of the major stuff that you need to know. So we will begin with who wants what position. Right now, all of you are pretty well even in terms of piloting, for example. I believe all of you are at a 1. Actually, Alex doesn't have a piloting, but everybody else does.
I think I'm the only one that
Uh,
actually did take piloting.
no, Sam didn't take piloting either. All right,
I don't
so
have it.
Sam and Alex are out as captain. If anybody wants to be captain, I should say. It is not mandatory. A position that would require a captain's roll, a dice roll, would just count as having a 0 bonus as opposed to your piloting bonus, which right now is quite inconsequential. Shit, lost the page. There we are. Thank you. Anyway, so looking through the actions, you can kind of see what you want to do. Since there are 4 of you, you could do science officer, engineer, and the 2 gunners, as you do have 2 guns. Or you can be captain science and run over to engineering if anything needs repairing. These are all acceptable options. The eye of God is a passenger.
Put me down for pilot.
I guess I call engineering. I got a +7.
My skill set isn't letting me much of this, but I guess I'll take gunner.
You're what?
My skill set isn't. The face man doesn't do a whole lot.
Yes, in this particular case,
You look pretty.
That's it, but that don't help.
let's see.
You have
Sorry.
a decent dex. Piloting is a dex skill, and gunning is also part of
Yeah, I guess
piloting.
I'll take a gunner. I guess.
Anyway, so sorry, I was looking at the enemy sheet when everybody was claiming. Could I got Alex as a gunner, and could everybody else repeat, please?
I said, I guess I'll do the engineering stuff. I have a +7 to that.
Okay, engineering. Maeve, where were you going to
Pilot.
be? Knife going in pilot.
I will take the other gun.
And lock's going into the other gun.
Ugh.
All right. And
Because what's funny?
that should now give you access to your special abilities and link them to your stat sheet so that if the gunner does a fire at will, which would be a captain's order, I think. Push.
Well, it's
Oh, that's funny. Wait, do I have piloting? It checked actually. I have a +6 in piloting.
Oh yeah, so you do. But you don't have any ranks. That's basically your just base stat.
But it's
So
still a
let's see.
+6.
Yeah, so let's see.
yeah. I've got a total of 7, 6. I do have a
I,
+1 in it.
So
I have
that's
a
still actually the
+7,
best.
so we'll keep it that way.
Yeah, that is still the best. Alright, so everybody should be linked now. And so, to begin combat, we start with the engineer.
I guess that would be
Who
me.
may, for example, let's see, yeah, right now you could do a divert power.
Okay. How do we see that we're linked?
Yeah, I don't see it.
I think it should be now that you've got, that I've got you on the crew sheet on the actual, on the
Mine's all
player
showing
sheet.
zeros.
Okay, let's just try something then. Sam, just go ahead and try rolling overpower
Overpower
under the actions tab. Because
attributes.
it should,
Is this under the ship or mine?
on the ship's page.
Oh, okay. Details, action. What am I doing? Full power?
Just pick anyone, honestly. Let's just see if it links your stats.
Oh, engineer. Alright. I don't know. It's not giving me anything to roll. Am I clicking the wrong thing? Here we go. No crew member available for this role. That was the hold it together under engineering.
Okay, so why does it show up on mine then?
Hey, it rolled.
Yeah, and that's weird because
That's what it told me, but yeah, it's in chat. There's a 31, I guess.
Oh, you credited
yeah.
it.
Well, yeah, but I mean it's sadly irrelevant. My one good roll of the night. So you're clicking the dice and you don't get the box that.
Well, that's what I said. I did that. Now I'm hitting normal for quick fix. No
Okay.
crew member available for this
Okay.
role.
Does yours say up at the top select engineer, and does it have you selected in the drop down?
At the top of what?
The roll page after you click the dice to roll where you get the disadvantage, normal, advantage.
Oh.
And at the top half of that box.
Oh, select engineer. It doesn't give me. There's nothing in the drop down box.
Okay. Problem solved.
There we go.
All right. Excellent. Everybody has access to the actions now.
We also have a clone ship.
We have what?
We
You
have
say
a clone.
Oh, a clone. I was say, who blew up the ship already?
Really? You see two?
Yes, you do.
I only see one.
I can select the. Oh no, the computer's freaking out because I tried to select it.
Are you perhaps talking about Conrad's ship?
No,
Or
there's
are your...
two rusty old buckets.
Okay.
Sure, back there.
The megastructure is the actual FTL booster that allows, high volumes of traffic to traverse between the stars.
Wait, they're doing this right
It's our
outside the
jump gate.
gate.
Yes, it's a jump gate. It is very large. It is very in the background.
And they're doing this right in front of it. That's ballsy.
Yeah, they basically just pulled you out right there. Anyway, so if Sam currently has no actions, the next one would be Helm, and a piloting check from our
Copenhagen.
respective pilots. Let's see.
Piloting.
I have just realized something. Let's see. There we go. Okay, and why for you not roll for me? Ay, ay, ay. Yes, it's an NPC. Why the bloody hell aren't you letting me roll it? Okay, screw it. This is not the actual pilot, but it's just so that I can actually have a freaking skill. 2 roll? Good start. Good start. Alright, so that means that the pirate will be making the movements first, and then you will get to make your movements. Effectively, we are all moving at the same time. But this just means that you get to see what he is going to do. And he is going to beeline straight at you. 2, 4, 6, 8.
I don't appreciate that.
And now you may move up to your full movement. And since you just got yanked out of warp, you currently have 0 momentum, so you are not traveling in any specific direction. And at any time, if you want to talk to each other or attempt to hail, you can do that at pretty much any point.
Yeah, I'm gonna call over to Conrad. Hey, I'm gonna swing around wide and come at him from the port side since we're more over this way. You want to swing out and hit him starboard?
Uh, I'm actually gonna have to find a rock to hide behind. I've got a flak cannon that's meant for disabling satellites and dodging meteors. I'm useless in a fight.
Okay, try to distract him and hopefully take a couple of shots. This thing's not very tough.
I'll sure take a try at him.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll go to there.
All right, and
And that should have us pointed enough for the forward arc to be able to fire.
all right, and then indeed the forward guns may fire.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead first? Look.
We have
All right.
one
So,
forward and one aft, so only one
uh,
of you can shoot.
oh yes, yeah, sorry, the way
Locke
the
has the
guns.
better. Locke has the better shooting, so he's going to be in forward.
It's all right. Alex will be holding up the rear.
Hmm.
And this is a good. What was the? Let's see. So that is their starboard. All right, and that is indeed a hit. The value that you needed to beat was indeed 15. For slug throwers, you are going against the armor class, and for energy weapons, you are getting a target lock. That is the AC and the TL on the character sheets there. And so you may now roll damage, and we will first subtract the damage from the shields, and then subtract any additional from the hull points. And a good start. Shields are down, and 2 points away. Alright, and it's back to the top of the order. And so, Sam, are you going to continue to sit in engineering? Or would you like to move positions? Since this is the first time we're in space combat, I do recommend Science Officer as being able to target systems on an enemy ship is useful.
I don't think I
Being
have
able
any.
to lock on is useful. And even if you don't have anything to give you a bonus, it is still better than not rolling.
Or Sam, I'm going to make a suggestion as well. Maybe take a couple of points off of our aft shields and put it in our front shield.
Sure. I mean,
Okay.
I got computers. I guess I'll move to science. I do have some bonuses there.
Okay. Then, what would you like to do? Would you like to, I don't get
You
information on the
wanted.
ship? You can log on to the ship.
Oh, he was wanting me to do something with their shields.
There was one suggestion. All moving more shields to the front's a good suggestion. Finding us a weak point is a good suggestion. Getting a lock may or may not help. Lock with being able to shoot at this son of a bitch. I'm
Yeah.
open to anything. I don't care.
Babe, I'm
I'm
going to
gonna.
say just you're the captain. Just captain. Just tell.
Yep. I say because I'm looking at all
Okay.
my own.
Don't suggest. Just
All right.
tell.
Give me
Apologies
more
for the new
shields up
system
front then.
mechanic.
No. We're just very indecisive individually.
All right. Sam, give me an engineering check, please.
Wait, I thought you put me in science.
I'm making an executive decision to roll it.
All right, and engineering. Oh wait, like from my character sheet.
From your character sheet, yes, please. Yes, the actions that are ship specific are like very specific to the ship. For some of the more narrative things, we need to go back to the characters.
Have to go back.
I have a check mark next to
Back to the past.
engineering,
Yeah, that just means you're
But-
good at it.
but it doesn't say I'm trained in it. Anyway, yep, yeah, I'll tell it yes. Normal roll.
And you successfully are able to shift your
Very nice.
shields forward. And it is now onto the movement phase, and we once again roll the piloting.
Oh damn, we gotta do this every round.
It's so that we have the theory of alternating turns. Last time, you got to decide where to go after I moved so that you got superior position. This time, you got to beat my 16. Which you do. And so, now once again, I'm at the disadvantage. And it is obviously possible to move through the hex that an opponent is in. It is 3D space after all. The only rule for simplicity of the system is that the turn cannot end in that hex. And here, since... where did you go, Conrad? Conrad is in on the piloting as well, since you've asked him to join. And in all practicality, he probably should have moved first. But he is now behind the Pirate Raider, and you now need to decide as the best rolling what your key position is.
Sorry, did
Yep.
you just say Conrad is behind the Raider?
The Raider is moving in this direction. And
Can
so,
he turn around, or is he gonna hit us with aft weaponry possibly?
Well,
you don't know anything about this ship. Nobody has scanned it. You haven't asked anything.
the reason I ask is because I've got Conrad on the far side of us from the Raider.
Let's see, there we go.
Yeah, we're in between them at the moment.
Yeah, the direction of movement for them was Conrad was up here, and he's moving this way. The Raider is moving that way, so Conrad's basically fallen in behind you guys. You two are facing each other.
Okay, he turned around, so he's facing us.
So let me. I can fix this. Hang on. Anyway, that is the current ship movement direction. Yours is presently that way.
Mm-hmm. Alex, you want to talk to these guys while I'm pulling us back around?
Sure. Hang on.
All right.
Alright. Hailing
One.
frequencies open.
2, 3,
No, sweetie, you
4,
can't help me.
5, and 6. Okay. It's just pointed in the direction.
Hang on, I'm looking to see something here.
Alright.
Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Feign disaster. Yeah, I guess I'll just talk to him since there's no communication station.
So, all right. Go ahead and give me a diplomacy check to see if they answer you.
They probably don't.
All right. They indeed do not answer, and as they fly by, you are able to see in through the cockpit window. Helmet, dark, black, featureless. This guy looks like he means business. Yeah.
The guy looks like a Ponce.
Yes, he is. He is not your pirate of the Caribbean. All right, and I am out of position to fire from pirate ship, but Conrad is in position to fire. And this is a slug thrower, and that slug ain't going very far. All right, and back to the top. Any engineering and or sciencing?
Locke gets a shoot.
Yes. Sorry. Wasn't Locke in the? No, I'm sorry. Alex was in the rear. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm in the back.
Yeah.
I'm the aft hole.
All right, and 13, and that time the laser is successfully defended by the shields. And back to the top now, this time for real. So, yes, captaining or scanning?
What's an ECM?
ECM, where do we see that?
Electronic countermeasures.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
I'm just reading what
yes.
my options are.
Yes, at present your ship is not equipped with any countermeasures.
Shit.
Do we have sensors?
Yes.
Yeah, Sam, can you scan these assholes? See what we're dealing with?
Well, I was
Can
thinking
you find some weak points?
target
Over with that.
systems.
Well,
Is that
we
under
should probably
science?
figure out what we're doing first.
Yeah. Is that under science officer?
Yes, it is.
It's the return of sailor logic.
Yeah. Oh, there's scan.
Hi. Hi.
It doesn't have me.
I've been watching some World War II videos on Sailor Logic. Y'all don't want me going into.
It doesn't have me attached to science.
Yeah, okay. Boom. There.
Man,
Now do it.
There it is. Do-do-do. Normal.
All right, and at a 17, you get basic information about the ship. Its crew complement is 1. The ship classification is a pirate raider. It is a typical one-seat fighter. Its primary weapon is... Whoops, that's your ship. Thank you. Its primary weapons are 2 forward-mounted laser cannons, and it does not have any weaponry in any of the other 3 quadrants. Its standard shielding is a power of 10, same as yours.
Interesting.
Standard speed is 8, and its maneuverability is 2. It is not an exceptionally nimble fighter, however.
Hi.
Hi, Anna.
I'm gonna relay this all back to my crew
Hmm.
and ask the captain what he advises. Captain.
Find me something. Find a weak spot for us for Locke to target.
She said that so
But
sultry.
that's good to know. Good to know. He's fast on the straightaway, but turns
right?
like shit.
It's alright. So that kind of information, if Sam next round wanted to roll again, the
Nope,
way
nope,
that
nope.
scan works is it's a base DC 15. Let's see. DC is equal to 10 plus the tier of the starship being scanned plus its bonuses from any defensive countermeasures, which for this ship was 15 today. And for each in excess of 5, you would have gotten more and more information. So if she had rolled a 20, more information would have been forthcoming. 25, even more. If she rolls it again next round, I just keep working my way down the list until you know everything.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna relay. I'm working on it, sir.
Which would then bring us to the piloting. So, all of our pilots.
All one of him? Oh, no, there's 3 of them.
There's 3 pilots in this.
Yes, we got 3
Yep.
pilots.
Honky tonk.
Alright, and our pirate once again gets to make the first move. 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we'll go there. Followed this time by Conrad. So is that way. Conrad to Sunset. And up to you guys.
2, 3.
And
All right.
we now reach the gunnery phase. And effectively everybody resolves at once.
What's up, Black?
Okay, and that shot misses. Conrad's gonna take a shot. And he's still too far away. And
Excuse me.
the Raider has no solution on any of y'all. And so, back to the top. Science engineering.
I guess I'm going to roll or scan again.
Alright. Then once again, a scan roll.
Why aren't you letting me click on this?
Because
Oh.
you're a woman and it hates females.
I'm gonna close out the other shadow sheet. That might be part of the problem. Okay, fan. Nope. Close. Close them both. Damn it, stop popping up. Okay, it is not popping up the dice. Is it my internet? Can you still hear me?
I can hear you still.
There we go, finally.
All right, and good information. This time you get its armor class. It is its armor class is 14, and its target lock is 15. That's the bonuses that it gets from a countermeasure being applied. It's normally significantly weaker than that, but it does have a basically a scatterer attached to it. That if you targeted it, you would be able to make your life a hell of a lot easier. Its total hull points are 25. Its current hull points are 22.
So something's already hit it.
Yeah, lock.
Yeah, lock hit it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep relaying what I'm finding out to my crew.
And let's see, current shield distribution. It currently has no shields left in back. It has 2 left on port and 4 on forward. So its aft and starboard are currently down.
Which is where we're pointed toward the starboard. So
Yes, you are currently in that direction.
And I'm gonna
So
relay this information.
Yes, so this time around, the shots will be much better.
Shot, 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 shot.
Which now
Well,
brings
I
us to movement. Let's
just
see if
told
this
our
changes
gunner.
up this time. Well, the way these guys are rolling, they're going to continue being out of position. In all likelihood. Yep. And so... 2, 4, 6, 7. And... your movement. Alright, and everybody is in now prime position for firing on the pirate raider.
Yay. Or not.
And fortunately, this time, however, Conrad's flak cannon did strike just barely.
Yeah, I gotta be right back.
Okay, let me just roll a quick actions. Let's see, can't do that. Oh, lucky. Okay. That hit to the starboard side. It hit the scattering field that was preventing you guys from getting through the shields. That happened at only a DC of 10, but it was specifically on the starboard flank of the vehicle. So you suspect another starboard shot might strike it again. But this time, it held. But you saw the shields flicker. And so, to Sam again.
I guess I'm gonna keep scanning. Unaffected. There it is. Keeps returning me to the top of the page. What was that?
Nope, you don't have enough of that.
No,
What
these-
Target system.
target system instead. Which one?
Brian, did you say his countermeasure is still active?
Yes, it is. The countermeasure is still active on the starboard side of the ship, and you would indeed be capable of getting a target lock on it.
Let's do that, Sam.
Target system.
Yes,
Right.
indeed. Excuse me. And that is a successful lock on. And now, I believe when you do the attack roll, you should be able to... Yes, you can hit computer bonus to give you a +1 on the targeting roll.
The gunners, right?
The gunners, yes.
Okay.
All right. So, next up, we pilot into position. Ooh, I might actually get to go last this time. Ha! The day is mine. All right, that means you have to be in, do your movement first.
One, two, three, three, 4, 5, and 6.
All right. Next up is Conrad. Who is going to make an attempt for a different direction. And this pilot is going to attempt a flip and burn. And he fails, so he just kind of drifts forward instead. Just kind of forgets the pull back on the lever bit. Consequently, his failure to pilot leaves him out of position.
But still gives us a good shot on his starboard side, so
And it is now the shooting phase. I have no shots from Conrad or from the Raider. And you have a target lock, which allows you to shoot with that +1 bonus. And you hit it, and you see a spark, and this guy's shields shimmer and shine. And right. Whoops, not 189. Just 18, thank you. And give me just a second to finish updating the character sheet for that. Alright. And he is clearly way more vulnerable now. Which takes us back to Sam.
Mm.
Meanwhile, Alex chilling in the back seat going, huh, I thought this was a drive-by.
Right? Looking at what this one does. Insidious Electronics.
Sounds
Sounds fun.
fun.
What exactly? 1
We need to
point.
be 6th level.
Oh, and we are not. Fine.
No, you are currently 1.
That's no fun. Rapid Jam was this one.
Mhm.
Rose of their arc.
Okay.
Oh, we don't want that one. Takes a penalty.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
why don't
back.
you target his engines next?
Yeah, I was gonna say that target seems the best thing to do next.
Alright. And, let's see, for the engines. Let's see. Alright, target lock on. Congratulations. Go forth and pilot roll, please. And back to being unwillingly out of position, I suspect. Indeed. Alright. Gonna make. Let's see, we'll go this way. 2, 4, 6s. Conrad will be going 2, 4, 6. This guy is going that way. And
3, 4, 5.
yeah, right up behind him.
Yep. All right, Locke, we're right in on his ass. Take it out.
And that time, you get in easy, full damage to the hull. And down to 14. The only reason I'm giving you a count is because you had a number earlier. Alright. And that, let's see, that was direct to the engines, which means I get to do one additional thing this time. Which means, where did you go? Alright, my engines are now glitching, which decreases my movement speed. Back to the top.
All we gonna continue targeting the engines, or
Yes.
do I gotta re-roll
Uh,
that?
I don't. You've already locked on, so if you're going to maintain it, I'll just consider it like concentration in 5e. You're thinking about it.
All right. Then next, I guess.
All right, piloting order. Alright, and the Pirate Raider still goes first at decreased speed. Followed by you guys.
Yep.
And
Staying
then
right in his ass.
All up in there.
and
Mhm.
everybody indeed is all up in there. And Conrad gets to shoot his weapon too. And both of those hit. Everybody gets to roll damage. Ooh, that flak cannon hurts at close range.
I mean, it's a giant shotgun, so.
Wait, I rolled 3 ones. No, that's the 9. Sorry, never mind. I read yours for some reason. Let's see, 9, 12. Alright, this guy is now arcing and sparking. Trail of fiery. I don't know how it's doing it in space fire. Clearly an
Leaking
oxygen
atmo
leak.
from the
Yeah,
ship.
yes, clearly an atmosphere leak. This guy is not in any decent position. So, Sam or
Uh,
or
or
Alex,
what?
if unless you're just enjoying the show.
I'm just along for the ride, man. I'm back in my little cupola.
Yeah, I guess I'm just continuing my job until you tell me to target something else.
All right, let's see if the pilot order changes. Ouch.
That's not good.
You know what? Let me just use that reroll of the night.
Better. You're still first, but better. Story-related narrative does not need to occur.
But
Yep. All right. He doesn't have anything left on his engines, does he?
He appears to be drifting now.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I'm just gonna actually just stop the ship. Just cut our momentum and stay right here. Let him just sneak on forward, and we'll let Locke finish his ass off.
Hey, Tippy.
Alright.
You go pee pee a little bit. Don't you pee, Tippy.
You've stopped. Then... Let's see, who was next? Pirate Raider was next. Alright, this time the pirate isn't going to do anything dumb. And is just going to try to outflank the guys that are blowing the shit out of him. And Conrad will get up nice and close.
On radio. Hey, Conrad, please don't blow the front of his ship up. I want to harvest that weapon system.
I'll shoot at the engines. Don't worry, if the hull goes to it taps out, they just wind up floating in space. They got a few hours of oxygen for a life support. Somebody come get them. You ain't need worrying anything about that. Narrative aside, if your hull points are reduced to 0, you are not immediately blown up. That only happens if double your hull points, basically insta-death from 5e.
Mm.
No,
Okay.
You simply are disabled, helpless, shields down, powers down, floating dead in space, and the Gorn are right up your ass.
Mm.
Yes, you
And
smell.
so, Fiery, would you like to take your shot first?
Go for it, Lock.
There's a lot of buttons to click in these rolls.
Yeah, I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not overly thrilled with the starship mechanics. I'm happy they exist in this system as opposed to Star Trek, but I'm kind of meh on them. Anyway, that hits. And with
Sure.
that, you see a large explosion, and he is now floating dead in the water.
Hey, baby. Hey.
And
We could try to take him alive and see what happened.
Now we're gonna
Could.
show more.
No,
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
going to be
no.
merciful at all. It's going to be informative.
No,
There's no-
but his
We go
weapon
some.
system is in the front of the ship. His ass end is destroyed. We might put his weapon system on our port side and get us our broadside weapon.
you want to go on a raiding party?
I just want to be prepared.
Raiding, borrowing. What's the difference?
Permanence.
It's all right.
All right, Alex, you want to do the honor since you're the talker?
Sure, I'll open a
Yeah,
hailing channel. Let's see if he's feeling a little more
get up next
talkative
to him.
now.
And this time it was only a DC 10 because this time he is at your mercy. And distorted voice comes back. Yeah, alright, you bested me. Well, yeah, it's just a job, you know. What do you want to just call it even here?
Oh, my friend, I'm good to see you are in good health after the butt kicking we just handed you. My daughters are sitting right over there.
Indeed. I appreciate that you work with family. I respect that.
Shut up. Um, do you have an EVA suit?
Yes, it's kind of standard on these models sometimes. Not
Oh, I'm just,
exactly the best of condition, you know.
understandable. Sometimes people, they try to, save a little mass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could, probably could have not shaved that titanium off, but yeah.
So here's the deal. Make sure your EVA suit is solid. Pull out of your cockpit, float over to us. We'll talk in person, and we're gonna take your ship, or we just kill you. Just your choice.
That's a fair bargain. Uh, why don't we go ahead and dock at the ring? Totally safe, pretty standard operating procedures. It's actually how we jumpstart the ring to finish the journey there. Uh, I'll meet you in the cargo bay. Sound fair? Well, I guess if somebody could kind of tow me there.
See, you're banking on two things. You're banking on one, that I care what you think, and two, that I have any shred of mercy in me.
All right, can't blame a guy for trying. You see the cockpit window open up, and he unbuckles and floats up and pulls out a little grappler, points it at your ship. You see the tiny little magnet fly over, and he hauls himself over, knocks on your cargo bay
Rock,
door.
would you be so kind as to go pick up our new passenger, please?
Gladly.
And by all means, make sure he's not bringing any surprises.
I'd like to give a not so gentle and oh so very thorough pat down.
Pam,
Uh,
you might want to help him with that.
Me?
Yeah, the sneaky expert. Yes.
You're the sneaky inquisitor. Yes.
the pat down reveals. Let me pop this in. And let me double check that this is indeed a correct level thing to give you. The pat down reveals a frag grenade and a tactical crossbolter.
See, and just like that, you've got 2 strikes against you, friend.
Oh, what the hell?
I just need to do this the hard way.
Dumped me.
It
I was
dumped you?
trying to roll. Yeah, I was trying to roll sleight of hand.
Alright, I'm dropping
You
these
did.
into Locke's inventory.
No. You have to kick me from the game anyway.
Oh, jeez.
I already did,
All right.
apparently.
Server reboot.
Alright, we're back up and running. As soon as this finishes loading in. Alright. And look, they're just part of the suits. I kind of expected you were gonna take them.
Yeah. See, that's cool and all, but you did have the option of leaving him home, so we're just gonna take his suit, strip him to his skivvies, chain him to a chair.
Is that alright? It's just a standard EVA suit. It's nothing special. You got like 6 of them on your ship.
That's not the point.
Remember, I already found his rod and tackle.
And now
So we're
you
gonna leave
see
him.
his rod and tackle too.
No, he has his skivvies. He's got his underwear. We left him his something of dignity,
He's a pirate. He probably goes commando.
and doesn't wash.
Ugh. Ain't biting
This
that.
one seems somewhat civil.
So he seems more like a mercenary than a pirate.
Alright, so,
No, we're gonna leave him in a. We're gonna leave him alone in a cargo hold for a while while we salvage his ship, bagged and gagged and naked. Throw a bucket of water on him first, just to get that extra cold in there.
Is that your dream date night, Alex?
Yeah, but I'm the one in the chair.
I got the gagged and naked part.
You forgot the bagged part, which means the shroud over his whole head.
Maybe you like surprises.
Anyway, let's salvage
alright,
his ship
so,
while he's marinating.
whoever is the best engineer?
I have a +7.
I am an engineer.
Do you have +7?
A plus
I believe
9.
he's got plus a lot more.
Fine. Rude.
Hey, everybody's got to get a
Alright.
little bit of fun out of this.
Yeah. So can I use the landing pads to hook onto a ship and just tow it? I'm sure we don't have a universal collar to dock.
You are able to basically have a like a towing a grapple cable to it to keep it from going anywhere. You wouldn't be able to like travel through the gate system towing it that way, but at sublight speeds, it's really meant for like towing around small distances. So you can get it close and you can get it secure.
All right, I guess I'll start looking for shipyards.
Okay, yeah, I'll see if I can get his engines back to life then, so we can fly this thing to wherever we need to go.
That would require a second pilot, buddy.
I've got piloting
Okay.
+4.
All right. So for repairs, let's see. Let me track down that one. Uh, Whoops, that's gunner actions. There's a patch.
Mm. Did I mention we're turning down the
Actually,
oxygen level in that cargo hold to just above hypoxia?
Oh,
well,
okay. Well,
hold on.
he's
I
going
got
to
a
be.
different idea.
Say what?
Hey, Brian,
Yes.
I got a better idea.
Okay.
We have two cargo holds as far as our space on this ship.
Yeah.
Is this thing small enough to fit in those cargo holds?
Oh. What are the dimensions of it? Uh.
One of those questions the DM is never prepared for.
I mean, a bag of holding it isn't, but.
But it is a cargo hold for a single seat fighter,
Yes. Let
or
me
what's
see.
left of it
Can we
anyway.
shove it in the trunk and just bungee towards the trunk lid close?
I'm sure there's space
Yes.
duct tape.
Okay, let's see. So your ship has cargo hold, passenger seating. Uh,
I'll crush the fucking passenger seating if I need to.
okay, so cargo hold is specifically cargo 25 tons of goods with no item being larger than large. There is a hangar bay, but that's only in gargantuan ships or larger. So if you
Hmm.
wanted to, you could either repair it or you could strip it. Would be your options.
Okay, we don't have enough space to put it
But
in the
yeah,
ship.
afraid
Not a
that
problem.
is a bit small there.
Okay, then I will float over and start working on it.
All right, so go
I'm
ahead
gonna
with that engineering roll then.
hang.
All right, and you are able to get the engines back up to merely glitching status.
Yeah, that's good enough.
All right, you would feel comfortable piloting this now.
Okay.
I'm gonna invite our buddy over to play good cop, but we can wait till we get to the shipyard for that.
Well, how far away is our orc friend?
He is back
Doesn't he have?
in
Does,
Bakwan space.
He's a full
However,
jump away.
this is your final night to finish the contract that you have out on Conrad. So, if you're going to let him live, now is the time to let him go. If you're going to double cross him, now is the time to do that.
I say we let him go. We say that this guy we got intercepted, and we blame this guy on it, and we pull the weapon off his ship, sell his ship, or sell his ship and our ship to buy a better ship.
Did I mention we're not turning this guy over to the authorities?
Oh no, Locke's going to throw him out the airlock without
Oh
a
no,
suit.
not yet, not yet. We're like I said, we're lowering the oxygen to just above hypoxia, so he'll be nice and loopy.
Part of me wants a second hand for my collection.
Well, that may not be necessary. It might. We don't. We're definitely gonna need somebody to play good cop because none of us are. Maybe Maeve.
You don't want me. I have a negative to charisma. I'm an android. We don't do charisma.
Okay, never mind. And the rat spy isn't gonna work either.
Why wouldn't I? I've
I was
got.
gonna say she was pretty good last time, as I recall.
He
I,
actually might be good for good cop.
I would say bluff, diplomacy. What do you
Mm.
Yeah, I mean,
mean?
I'm still 7+ in bluff.
All right, all right. But anyway, we need to find a shipyard where we can get rid of the scrap.
I also have +7 in intimidate if you want me to be an asshole.
No, you're a good cop.
Alex has already established himself as bad cop.
Very much so.
But it would
Yes.
be nice to know who hired this guy to attack
Oh yeah,
us.
no, we need some information. So
And
far,
And if
I
I've
also
got this fighter repaired enough to be able to limp it back to a shipyard, like I said, we can either take the weapon system off it to put on our ship,
what?
or and then sell the ship, or sell both ships and get a better ship.
okay. Well, I think with the 21, I was able to search the web and find a shipyard that will fit our needs, but isn't too big to.
Rat attack.
Stop being so loud.
That we got to worry about them snitching to the cops without, we'll grease some palms.
I
Yes,
also
you
can just.
you do have a junker friend that will probably be able to work with you on that aspect. But indeed, so you would like to begin the good cop bad talk interrogation?
I feel like maybe next time because it's almost 9,
Okay.
and my
Then
kids are starting to lose their minds.
sounds good. We'll go ahead and pause it here. You're close enough to the conclusion of the contract anyway that we will just pick up the storyline next time, and we will conclude the contract, which, as you may recall, was
Yeah, who says we have to actually lose Conrad? We can just tell them we lost him.
Like I
yes,
said, we blame her.
Yeah.
and
She
so
attacked
yes,
us, blew him out of the sky.
you'll
We
still
were
need
bringing him in.
to report in next time around to officially complete the contract. But congratulations, you get 1,000 XP and 800 credits for the game session. I'll do the math later and add it to everybody. And your reputation? The pirates like you more, free space likes you less today for your actions.
Economics.
All right.
And so,
Okay.
that is it then.
Okay. So next week's soft set for